Microsoft, in need of a miracle this holiday season to get that stock going. So far this year, Microsoft shares are down more than 10%. Apple's are up more than 50%, or just about. But this Thursday, Microsoft will unveil the highly anticipated Kinect gaming system. Buzz in the gaming world, as many predicting, Kinect could be the hot holiday item. But will Kinect be enough to move the needle for Microsoft shares and turn around the reputation of Mr. Softy? Joining us, Techno Buffalo editor John Rettinger and Walter Pritchard, City Software analyst. You have both played the game, and I saw Steve Ballmer play the game with Tom Friedman. It's a long story, but it was sort of amazing to watch it. So let me ask you, John Rettinger, what is your take? Is this really going to amaze and leave people in awe?
You know, when you first look at it and you see someone play and you see them moving their hands around, it looks a little gimmicky. Having seen Kinect and played with Kinect, it actually is as advertised. It tracks your skeletal movement and it works amazingly well. And I think it's a new paradigm shift for how we interact, not just with game consoles, but how we're eventually going to interact with our televisions and computers.
All right, what's your take, Walter, as a tech analyst? Do you think it's pretty neat?
Yeah, I mean, I've played with it probably not as long as he's played with it. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's, it sort of gives second life to a game platform, the Xbox 360, that's done pretty well over the last few years. So I think from an investor perspective, I think it, keeps the company relevant in a market that, arguably will be much more important in the future, something connected to the TV where they don't have a position today.
And we're watching it right now, John. You see the guy, or now the woman, and she's moving, and then the character behind her moves. And it really does literally pick up if you stop or you're bored or anything. It picks all of that up. In your opinion, John, how does this compare to the Wii and the Wii Fit?
Oh, completely blows it away. And this extends far past just gaming. Certainly moving the controller around with your hands is really kind of interesting, but also controls how you interact with the Xbox. So you can play your video content by saying Xbox Play. So there's a lot more that it goes beyond just movement. It really is a lot of fun. People are going to have to go out there and really try it. And it is just an add-on for the existing Xbox 360. So anybody who has one will be able to get Kinect. It's not a completely new console.
All right, so Walter, will this move the needle for Microsoft? I mean, we're looking at maybe 2.5 to 3 million of these sold. Certainly that's way more than, say, PlayStation would get. I mean, is this going to be the thing that actually juices Microsoft shares?
Now, I think if you're looking at it from a numbers perspective, there's really very little impact. I mean, it's this division contributes, say, $8 billion in revenue over the course of the year here. I think, though, from a longer term perspective, I think this is a company who's been pegged with a reputation for not being able to innovate. And I think, if this product is indeed successful and sells well in the market, I think they can help somewhat shed that reputation. So I think it's a sort of a longer term and tangible positive in that respect.
And John, you're the kind of guy who's going to set that reputation. People like you out blogging who are always blogging about sexy products like iPhones and not about Microsoft. Do you think that this will change that?
Absolutely. I think it's going to do wonders to change the perception about Microsoft. When people go out there and actually see it, and they see this in their friend's house, and they see the news media actually playing it, it's going to be one of those things that you really have to experience and go out there and try for yourself. And there's a lot of synergy between the Xbox platform and the Windows operating system. So there's sort of a lot of interest for how this is going to affect the next generation Windows operating system as well. I think Microsoft definitely has a winner on their hand.
All right, Walter, you got the vote of the guys who are going to make the call on that. Do you think it's going to end up being worth it for Microsoft to spend what we've seen as potentially $500 million in marketing by Christmas?
Yeah, I think they've sunk a lot of costs into Xbox. Those are years behind them at this point, and now they're generating profits. I think anything incremental like this is definitely worth it, and the returns are at this point positive. Okay, well, gentlemen, thanks very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Somewhere, John Rettinger, Steve Ballmer is giving you a big pat in the back. That just made that guy's day. All right.